Headlines for this week include the UWL's Campus Climate holds an open mic night, recipients of the Ellis Island Medal of Honor, and dining services start to serve local food. Stay tuned, WMCM's Weekend Review is next.
And a Campus Code Weekend Review is next.
Performances next week in Valhalla. The evening's program.
Hello, and thanks for watching WMCM's Weekend Review. I'm Courtney Zahn.
And I'm Jared Ellerson. Campus Climate's Open Mic, Open Stage, Open Minds Night is seeking performers from 7 to 9 tonight in the cellar of the Cartwright Center. Campus Climate's Awareness Through Performance troupe encourages poets, artists, musicians, and performers to embrace their inner activists and share their message of social justice, social awareness, and social action. Students, faculty, staff, and community members who are passionate about social justice and diversity issues are invited to share your spoken word pieces, slideshows, songs, short performances, and more. The event is free and open to the public and is sponsored by UWL's Research and Resource Center for Campus Climate. For disability accommodations, call 785-5094.
And lacrosse resident and UWL graduate Daryl Klott will join legendary entertainer Jerry Lewis and others in receiving the Ellis Island Medal of Honor on May 7th. The National Ethnic Coalition Awards, or NECO, pay tribute to American citizens of diverse ethnic origins whose influence and achievements inspire and touch others. Klott, who earned a bachelor's and master's from UW La Crosse, retired from La Crescent High School in 2004, where she taught a comprehensive unit on the Holocaust for several years in her English class. And Klott now teaches history of the Holocaust at Viterbo University and leads Holocaust-educated workshops. The medals are presented on Ellis Island in a ceremony honoring Americans for their outstanding contributions. Past recipients include 6 U.S. presidents and Nobel Prize winners. For further information about NECO and the Ellis Island Medals of Honor, go to www.neco.org. And now, here is Katie Couture to tell about how dining services around campus are deciding to go local.
Thanks, Courtney. If you've been to any of UWL's on-campus dining centers, you may have noticed some changes as of late. Now, campus is providing more options for students to eat local, whether it is special grass-fed burgers or batter-fried cheese curds. More fruits, vegetables, and meats are coming from farms within a 65-mile radius of La Crosse. Caitlin Camera, the marketing director for UWL Dining Services, says that supporting local farmers is important to dining services, and we know it's important to the UWL community as well. And with spring and summer on their way, she says that we'll have more options available. To see these options, you can visit the Galley and Cartwright Center to have chicken sandwiches made with Golden Plump chicken, which partners with area farmers. Likewise, some burgers are being made with grass-fed beef from Premier Meats in Viroqua. Westby Cottage cheeses and salad bar lines and freshly battered cheese curds from Ellsworth are available every Thursday at the Galley's Fresh Grill. Also, don't forget to check out the Eat Local cooler with local yogurts, apples, and much more. Plus, Dining Services is offering a new mini farmers market that will be held at Cartwright Center in the food court and the Galley. This will take place every Friday from 10 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon through the end of the school year. Area greenhouses are providing potatoes, tomatoes, and apples, and as the season progresses, other options will be made available. And what about next semester? Caitlin Kammer says that if we get a great response, it's something we'd like to have every school year. Now back to you, Courtney.
Thanks, Katie. And for those of you who don't know, WMCM is a student-run station here on campus, and we sent Drew Wright, Tyrell Lubecker, and Jenny Schrader to give us a behind-the-scenes look at what goes on behind the scenes.
Decided to take a look at a hidden gem here on the campus of UWL, WMCM TV. WMCM is a student-run television station here on the campus of UWL. It was created to provide students with instruction and practical experience in television production, and also to provide television programming for the campus and community. What's your role in WMCM?
Well, my role in WMCM is many roles, really. I'm an assistant general manager with Casey. I kind of take over the technical side, so training people in on the different equipment we have here. We have a lot of very professional equipment. If you go to actual TV stations around the country, you'll see a lot of the same brands, and in fact a lot of the same equipment, just on a bigger scale.
What are some of the kinds of shows that WMCM produces?
WMCM, we have quite a few shows actually. We do a few on Tuesday. So Tuesday we do a variety of different shows. We have a movie show, we have a few sports shows, we have a gossip and entertainment show, an interview show, and recently we've just added a game show and also a music show as well, so it's a lot of fun. And then on Thursdays is what we do, we put out the newscast, so that stays constant every semester.
And what's the best way for interested students to get involved with
There's
WMCM?
classes that you can take. You can take CST 275, which is applied television. Otherwise, you can take CST 374, which is our TV workshop.
WMCM TV can be viewed on Campus Channel 6 and also via Charter Cable System, Channel 96 or Digital Channel 989. This has been Jenny Schrader, Tyrell Lubker, and Drew White with WMCM News.
If there is enough room in your schedule on Tuesday and Thursday for next semester, sign up for CST 275 or 374. UWL will host the second Cabin Fever Art Show and Sale. The indoor fine art and craft exhibit showcases the work and vision of 21 artists from the Seven Rivers region. The show runs from 10 in the morning until 4 in the afternoon on Saturday, April 30th at the UWL Cary Alumni and Friends Center. The event is free and open to the public. Those attending can meet the artists and see their wide range of original artworks, including paintings, photographs, pottery, stained glass, jewelry, dolls, ironworks, quilts, and more. The exhibitors will celebrate their participation in UWL's Small Business Development Center Learning Community of Artists, Best Business Practices, and reunite with several former participants of the Professional Development Program that has been offered since 2007. The Cary Region Humane Society has many pets in need of loving homes. Here's some of the animals available in this week's edition of Perfect Pets.
Bert is a young little babe looking for a home to help him become a great dog. With time to adjust and the proper introductions, he should do well in a home with both cats, dogs, and children. Vinny is ready for the nice weather and hoping you are too. He is active, eager to please, and silly. He would do best in a home with children 12 years and older. Topaz is a very soft and sweet girl. She loves to play and have lots of fun. She has a wonderful personality and will be a great addition to any home. Cowboy is a very handsome gentleman. He loves attention and would also love to find a lap to keep warm. He has a big personality and needs a home with lots of love.
To find out more about adoption for these pets or others, contact the Cary Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Again, the phone number for the Cary Region Humane Society is 781-4014. In a film that shows the life of a leader of a group engaged in armed rebellion against Ugandan government will be shown at UWL, and the international group known as Invisible Children followed Joseph Coan, leader of the Lord's Resistance Army, into a battlefield of the long-lasting conflict in Africa. The LRA is a guerrilla group engaged in a violent campaign to establish theocratic government in Uganda, and the LRA is accused of abducting over 66,000 children and displacing more than 2 million people since 1986. The free screening will run at 7:30 in the evening at Valhalla and in the Cartwright Center on Thursday, April 28th. And this presentation is co-sponsored by the Student Organization on Invisible Children, the History Department, and the Alan B. Birchler Lecture Fund. So once again, if you would like to go, the screening will be at Valhalla in the Cartwright Center on Thursday, April 28th at 7:30 p.m.
The UWL Women's Chorus will present a spring choral concert at 7:30 in the evening on Saturday, April 30th in Annette Recital Hall at the Center for the Arts. The UWL Women's Chorus, directed by Paul Rusterholtz, will begin the program with Nigra Sum by Pablo Casales, followed by Italian Madrigal by Luisa Marzio, and Bella Bartok's Lover's Farewell. The chorus will perform Seek Ye the Lord by Norwegian Knut Nistet and Stephen Hatfield's arrangement of the Mexican folk song Las Amarillas. Pianist Sue Walby will accompany the women's chorus in Flor Peters' setting of Psalm 100 and also in Stephen Sondheim's Send in the Clowns. Other more popular songs will include the Beatles' hit tune When I'm 64 and the spiritual Every Time I Feel the Spirit, arranged by William Dawson. Admission is free and the public is invited to attend. Each year, the drag show is put on by the LGBTIQAA committee as their main fundraiser of the year. We sent Tiffany Howard and Jess Anderson to give us a first-hand look of how it went.
All right, hello UWL. I am Regan Schaefer, but most of you here at UWL probably know me as Tammy Why Not. I have been your guest MC for the UWL Drag Show for the past 7 years.
Last Friday, UWL's Pride Center hosted its annual drag show. This highly anticipated event gives people the opportunity to break free from the rigid gender norms and dress in clothing of the opposite sex. Proceeds from the event went to the LGBT Resource Center in downtown La Crosse. The center is a safe place where community members can interact with one another and also promotes a better understanding of LGBT issues through education, events, and programming.
So the drag show for us is a fundraiser, but it's also a way for us to educate the campus about LGBT issues, and part of drag show etiquette is to tip the performers.
Last year, the bar was set high, bringing in a total of $1,300. Performers stepped up to the challenge, and the crowd responded by emptying their wallets and raising a total of $2,000.79, exceeding all expectations. If you missed the drag show this year, be sure not to make the same mistake again. This is one show you won't want to miss. This has been Jessica Anderson and Tiffany Howard reporting for WMCM News.
To the Pride Center, who raised over $2,000 at this event. Well, if you're looking for something to do next Friday night, you won't have to go any further than right here on campus. The biannual Hutch Angel Luau is taking place in the pit between the two residence halls starting at 8 p.m. at night. So if you want to blow off some steam from the extremely long and tedious school week and the winter weather, stop by for some fun, dancing, and along with great music, you can enjoy popcorn, mocktails, and some great games like Limbo. So if this event is free of charge and all UWL students may attend, in case of the inclement weather, the dance will be moved indoors to one of the two halls. So join us Friday, April 29th at 8 p.m. for some dancing in the moonlight. And each week, the WMCM crew goes out and talks to our fellow peers in a segment we like to call Campus Insight. This week, we asked students what was their favorite quote.
This week on Campus Insight, we asked students, what is your favorite quote?
If you live like no one else, you can live like no one else. Dave Ramsey.
It's from a Dove chocolate wrapper, and it's listen to your heartbeat and dance.
Skadoosh.
My favorite quote is from the movie The Postman, and it's things are getting better all the time.
My favorite quote is If Not Now When, which is a book title by Primo Levi.
Better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Get it?
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Which is not always a roar. Sometimes it is a whisper that says, I will try again tomorrow.
My inspirational quote is, whatever will be, will be.
Don't ask yourself what the world needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive and go and do that. Because what the world needs is more people who have come alive.
Looks like we've had some pretty funny and inspirational quotes this week. This has been Katie Couture and Lawson Jefferson for WMCM's Week in Review.
Look for the WMCM crew around campus for a chance to have your opinions heard in next week's Campus Insight. And now here's Ashley Cary with a review of the movie Beastly.
Thank you. The movie I will be reviewing is Beastly. This modern-day Beauty and the Beast takes place in New York City at an elite high school. The popular and egotistical Kyle, played by Alex Pettyfer, is completely in love with himself and thinks the whole world is too. He decides to play a trick on Kendra, played by Mary-Kate Olsen, who's a supernatural character whose classmates think she is a witch. She, in return, teaches him a lesson by placing a spell on him that will make him as ugly on the outside as he is on the inside, like the Beast in one of our favorite childhood movies. Kyle has a limited time before he can make true love happen, but before I give too much away for this movie, here is a look at the trailer.
Beautiful people get it better. That's just the way it is.
Meet Kyle. He's one of those guys in high school who thinks he's God's gift.
Should you vote for me just because I'm the rich, popular, good-looking guy? Oh, yeah!
He'll never change. Unless something or someone changes him.
You have a year to find someone to love you or stay like